Welcome to Food Cook Share. This cake is a fast and delicious dessert you can make in less than an hour with pantry staples. I always have some kind of pie filling on hand, and this cake can use them all. Today, I have my favorite, cherry. Let's do it. An experienced cook always has these items in their kitchen, but if you've never thought of keeping pie filling, this is a great reason to keep one on hand. Start prepping with greasing the baking pan. Flouring is not necessary for this one. I like a 33 by 23 by 5 centimeter glass pan, but metal will work here. Also, preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit, 175 Celsius. To make the batter, add half a cup of butter to a mixing bowl and cream until fluffy. It can be done with a hand whisk at room temperature, but my butter is just out of the fridge, so electric it is. Add 1 cup of sugar and incorporate it into the butter. Now add 2 eggs, one at a time. Beat until the mixture is pale and smooth. It takes a minute or two, but it really improves the texture of the cake, especially if your butter is cold. Now for the dry ingredients. Add 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and stir together. I do this step by hand, so I don't make a huge mess. If the mixer hits the flour the right way, you are going to wear it. It's called learning from experience. Finally, add 1/3 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and finish with the mixer. The batter is quite thick at this point, which is important to hold its shape when assembling. Voila, easy peasy. Now we are ready to assemble. Let's grab our baking pan and spread 3/4 of the batter evenly across the bottom. Pour the pie filling over the batter and distribute it in an even layer. This is key to the final look of the cake. With the remainder of the batter, dollop spoonfuls or forkfuls over the top of the cherries. Make it look like a sea of crimson filling, dotted with blonde islands peeking out of the batter. Lastly, sprinkle the entire top of the cake with 1/4 cup of slivered almonds and 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. It's all ready to stick in the oven and bake for 40 minutes. Hey, look what I found. A very nicely baked pantry cake with cherry filling. Lightly browned, very well raised, and piping hot. Addictive as is, but dangerous with glaze. So let's set it aside and see what trouble we can stir up. In a small bowl, combine 1/4 cup of icing sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 teaspoon of milk. Whisk together and drizzle the glaze over the cake with the whisk. Cut into squares and serve warm or cold. The sun's gone down, which means it's time for cake. Have a look at that beautiful texture. Nice open crumb makes for a tender cake. Let's go in for a taste. Oh yeah, the sponge is not overly sweet, and the tart filling gives a good balance. Then you get some of the glaze, and the sugar hit makes it really decadent. It definitely works because every element has its own strength. Give it a go with your favorite flavor. It will be a regular dessert in your rotation. Stay safe. Cheers.